Hi, I'd like to talk about two new features in the Alma August 2015 release that relate to how Alma displays search results from the persistent search bar. The first feature relates to how Alma displays the library and location of an item. So let's search for a physical item. Just search for any title. And you can see here that the library and location are presented as codes, the library code and the location code. In this case, it's the main library, where the library name is main library and the code is MIAN, all caps. And in this example, it's not so bad, but for some institutions and some libraries, the library code and location may be a number, it may be L1, L2, not very informative names. And then you would prefer to display the actual name rather than the code. So to configure the search to display the name, you go into Alma menu, Resource Management Configuration menu. Select the library for which you want to configure how the search results are displayed. And under General Library and Location Display, you can decide whether to display code, description, or code and description. The default value here is code. Let's select description, save, and we'll search again for the title. And now you can see that the library and location are presented by their names and not by their codes. In this case, we have main library as the library rather than MIAN, all caps. Now, the second customization that you can make in the STAP search is the default tab for the displayed results. So let's say search for an electronic collection. And here you can see that my results are displayed in the Institution tab. But what if I prefer to have electronic collections displayed by default in the Community tab? Then today I have to make that extra click on the Community tab to get the desired tab for my result. Now we can configure a different default tab for different types of searches. So let me show you how that's done. Once again, we go into Alma menu, Resource Configuration menu, and we have a new option here, Default Repository Search. And here we can select the default search tab with our institution zone, community zone, or for network institutions, there's also a third option here to select the network. So in this case, perhaps we prefer to see authorities from the community zone. And let's say electronic titles, electronic collection, electronic portfolio. Let's say we want all of these to be displayed by default from the community zone. And all titles will still be from the institution. Save. And now let's run the search again. We're searching for an electronic collection still. And let's see how the results are displayed. And you can now see that the default tab has changed to the community zone. And if we search for all titles, our default tab is the institution tab. So the default is just for the first iteration of a given search. If you refine the search and click go here, then you'll remain in whatever tab is currently selected. Basically, this configuration relates to the first search, and you can select different types of search. Which tab do you prefer, institution, community, or network where applicable? So those are two new improvements in the Alma August release for repository search. One is to display the library and location as a name rather than a code, and the other is to select the default tab for the search. Thank you.